every time I came home having lost a line or been fired or consolidated, there's a woman waiting for me. And she'd say, we'll be good. We got married, we had nothing. And we were happy, and we'll always be happy. And she said, should I come out here tonight? I said, no, I'll ignore you. I'll feel bad because I love her. But really very fortunate. My kids, you know, I like them all, thank goodness. It's very nice. You seem to like some of yours. But I did want to mention them even though they're not here, but it was because I said, don't come. So I'm going to change gears just a little bit. I promise not to let this go too long. But on Tuesday, October 2006, some guy by the name of Trailing Salesman wrote the following. It said, we have all seen consolidations. Companies close their doors. We've seen an influx of fasteners from China and India and many other countries. We've seen online ordering. We see high-tech warehousing all across the country. But where do we go to discuss the evolution of our industry with other people from the industry? Welcome to Fastener Blog. You know, and nobody reading it yet, or still sometimes. I'm not sure what this site can accomplish. Perhaps distributors across the country can discuss sources for products, both domestic and overseas. Maybe someone moving across the country can do some job searching on this site, Mr. Butler. Maybe a company can discover some marketing insights by linking up with other bloggers. All I know is I have kids under the age of 20. They all have blogs, MySpace, and Facebook accounts, and I thought, why not us, the bolts and nuts people? Signed, Trailing Salesman. So, Trailing Salesman actually was a reference to a very, very inappropriate song by Steve Goodman. Didn't think I'd go here, but I will. In that, Steve Goodman writes about a traveling salesman who goes into a gas station, happens to be owned by Farmer Brown, who's got a 16-year-old daughter, and she likes to fool around and blah, blah, blah. She whoops him on the head in their house, and they sell his car the next day. It's very inappropriate. It's still very inappropriate, but I thought, that's Traveling Salesman. And I couldn't help, you might relate to this, anybody who's been in the industry. I used to go to Columbus Show, and Virginia Fastener would have Miss Virginia, and I'd look at these old guys thinking they're going to get lucky that night, and I was like, that's the guy from the song. So there you go. There's a Traveling Salesman. And excuse me for bringing that up, but I thought, whatever. All right. So I just read that blog. It could have been written today, right? Consolidation, all that. But 10 years, let's just say 10 years instead of 13 years. I don't think this industry is going to look the same. And I'll tell you why, for a number of reasons, because all you NFDA members who go here, the Bolio brothers, are telling you, buy or sell by 2030. All hell's breaking loose. The industry's going to hell in a handbasket. Everything's going to crumble. You know, so when I talked about consolidation in 2006, the people buying the companies were Supply Tech and Worth and those companies. Today, when we talk about consolidation, from my notes, it's the Nautic Partners, the Harbor Group, the MSDA Partners, SFS Group, Marmon Group. You guys, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It's not customers buying customers. It's investment bankers, and that's our future. And when I say it's our future, I very much thank you for saying you're still young, because I know you look up here, you say Baron, Marty, Casey, the young guys, and I get it. But when I leave this stage, when I walk off, I get to drink a beer and everything. But I'm going to be working tomorrow, and I have to sell fasteners. I have bills to pay. So I do appreciate maybe at a younger age that get to be a Hall of Fame. This is the greatest. This is very cool. But I feel like I got 10, 20 years, God willing, good health. I got Bill Robb dragging people to Chicago at the age of, he's like 85 now or something. He's still out working, and very effectively so, in my backyard. And so, again, when I leave here, it's not, you have a great history of the Fastener Quality Act. I got a lot of work to do, but here's the thing, I'm in. Anybody that knows me, some of you met me, Bob Baer knows, Rick Rudolph knows. I mean, I'm in for whatever's next. Let's do it, let's bring it, let's have fun. It's the most fun industry you could ask to be in. I got some other notes. You know what? Screw them. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to keep you here all day. But I'll share one last thing with you. My brother pointed out a book that was written, I think it's on the top 10, like 100 bestsellers ever. It's called A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. And oddly enough, characters' names in there are the Nolans. And two of them are John and Kate, which are my grandparents, and I never met them. I'm the youngest of five. They were dead. I've never met them. Someday I will. But from the book written in 1943, it said, the Nolans just couldn't get enough of life. They lived their own lives to the hilt, but that wasn't enough. They had to fill in on the lives of all the people they made contact with. And you are all the people I made contact with. And I live off you. If you haven't met me before, let's drink a beer later. Thanks so much. I'm very humbled, very honored.